Get your butts up and dance. Get your butts up, y'all. It's a happy day. Bring it up. Come on, Clayton, get up. Angel, Kyrian, Ralph, put that food down and boogie. It's Friday, y'all. It's weekend time. All right, go. Before we get started, let me blow you guys' ears out. I'm really sorry about that. I've had all kinds of technical difficulties today, including just accidentally muting my mic again. I don't know what's the matter. I don't know. First of all, I'm having some difficulty with syncing my mic to my mouth. So let me know if it's synced, because I had the audio all worked out, and then I don't know how, but yeah, Ralph is telling me it's off. So unfortunately, I had no time to test with my husband, like offline. And so I'm thinking I'm going to have to do some testing with you guys here. Hi, Morgwin. Morgwin, I haven't had a chance to check Discord to get your answer, so I hope you said yes. So I have no idea. I haven't had a moment's time this morning, and I slid into my office chair 20 minutes before the stream. But anyway, the mic is off. I know that, so I'm gonna try and fix it with you guys live if you'll grant me that. Because it's hard to I can't do it. You are? Oh, you are? You better not be messing with me, Morgwin. Did you have to discuss it, like, with your husband? And anyway, we should probably stop talking about stuff that other people aren't privy to. So the sync is bad. Okay, so I understand that. So how I'm going to put in some numbers and hope I can get it correct, because I've been working on it, and I can't do it without help and of somebody on the other side, and my husband and I didn't have time to do that. So so should I take you off the moderator today, Morgwin? Until you decide? Okay, I'm working on it. So let me first try. I'm going to keep trying numbers. Tell me if it's worse or better. I'm really sorry to have to do this live, but I have no other choice, really. I'm going to just speak slowly. Is it worse? I'll tell you about it, Morgwin. You don't have to. You don't have to attend all streams. That's why I have a 4 mod team. Well, hopefully I will. How is this better? I have added a 200 millisecond. Is it better? I'm going to go 500 now. Tell me if it gets better or worse. Is this better or worse? I am speaking slowly. Is this better or worse? I hate to have to do this live. It really bothers me. I'd much prefer to have a professional stream. Is this better or worse? It lets me know if I should be going in one direction or another. It's worse. Okay, Kirian is saying it's better and everybody else is saying it's worse. I think it's worse too. Okay. Yeah, you don't have to be at every single stream. That's why I have a large mod team, so no one has to be there every single time, except for I have to be there every single time, so feel bad for me. Okay, so is this better or worse? Okay. All right. So, that seems to be pretty much anybody with real eagle eyes able to tell me if it's much better? Because to me it still looks off, but that's because I'm on a delay and all this kind of stuff. It's great. Okay. All right. So, yeah, my apologies for that, but it's one of those things about live streaming is that you can't test certain things unless you're live. What are you going to do? And also, it seems that I accidentally went live for a couple minutes, about 20 minutes early. So if you guys got I don't know what happened. I'm having all kinds of technical difficulties. So, but I'm trying to, my mic should sound better than it's been sounding. Okay, good. Thank you. Thank you very much. Whew. All right, so before we talk about the Jessa part of the show, we're going to be heading on into the Last Express today and continuing our journey to Constantinople. I have just sort of wrapped my head up in this scarf. It's very cold today. So this is like a white scarf. I am wearing my pajamas. Today I'm wearing my gray, boring gray ones, but they're really thick and they're flannelly. So I'm wearing like my thick pajamas. And they have, like you can see these, so like you can just like rip it off like this. It just has, snaps all the way down the front. So if you're sick of it, you can just go rip, throw it on the bed in disgust, whatever. Yeah, the tech gremlins are really bugging me this week. They really are. I had set, oh good. I'm glad to hear that, Angel. Angel's running through her house, back to her closet. Oh my God, let me get my PJs on. So yeah, I've had tech gremlins. Like I had this all set up and perfect. And then it just changed. I don't remember changing it unless I was, I don't know, having momentary insanity or something. I don't drink. I don't do any drugs. So, you know, I didn't have any moment of like not being lucid or anything, so I don't know. And then everything just changed. I don't know. Whatever. Okay. So I think that we need some happy, and we just heard it, but I hope you guys don't mind hearing it again because I need to get all that energy out. I had a really, really bad nightmare last night. It was so bad that when I woke up, I called my husband and I just said, I just need to talk just to get out the fear and that's left over. You know how nightmares can leave lingering fears. So I had a really bad nightmare that the apocalypse had come and that we were, being overwhelmed by a tsunami and trying to get to the top of the hill in our town to survive. It was so frightening. And my cats, I didn't even think in the dream my cats had died. Oh. So yeah, that's normal, Goth. There's a delay. There's a delay always in live streaming. Um, and when I get better equipment and when I get better internet, I can lessen the delay, but there's always a delay in what you're going to see on the screen based upon what you're going to see on chat. That's normal. In any case, so there was this terrible terrible nightmare. So we need to dance it out. It was so bad. By a tank? Okay, that does it. We need some happy. Let's turn this on, shall we? I hope the music isn't too loud over my voice. It shouldn't be, according to my levels here. Okay, this is the happy song. And this is by Pharrell Williams, but it's a remix. And I will put the link in the description when you watch this afterwards. I'm going to turn it up on my side because it won't feed into the microphone, I hope. There we go. Yay! I don't have many dance moves today. I'm shaking the monitor all over the place. There we go. Yay! This is my Snoopy bounce. Let's bring it on! This makes me feel better. Oh, and Morgwin, let me know if you want me to take you off mod status for this stream. Everybody, feel the Snoopy love. Feel the groove. Bring me down. Bring me down. Can't nothing bring me down. Thank you, Morgwin. Hey, can everybody love Morgwin, please? Everybody hug pile Morgwin, please. Thank you. Yay! And yes, I wear my pajamas and earrings at the same time. So I'm turning it down just a little bit to keep it in the background while I introduce what we're playing today. Oh yeah. We're gonna be playing The Last Express today. And we are getting on Constantinople's Orient Express. Or, well, the Orient Express to Constantinople. Clap along if you feel that. Yeah, I really needed this. I feel a little out of sorts today. I feel better. Yeah, I was dark. And I have the Last Express guide. I know, I can't really commentate and dance at the same time. It's like one or the other. Okay, who is this, you guys? Pop quiz. Who is this? You guys know who this is. Somebody knows. Some of you guys. Hi, Kaylin. Nope, we're just starting. We're a little bit late today. Shake it, Nantuk. Morgwin is Nantuk is her mascot. I know that. Morgwin's mascot is Nantuk. Yeah. Okay, so awesome. So I'm really glad we got that worked out. And he's Angel's mascot. You guys know who Nantuk is. So Nantuk is going to be my buddy today. And you have the other guys back there. You can see Ping riding Harvard's shoulders. And I needed to flip the camera because I prefer the animals on this side of my shoulder and the light on this side. It just looks better to me. Which means that this book is going to be backwards. However, you guys can see, you can read backwards. So let's bring up the game. And I want to encourage you guys to take a deep breath, relax. Our PJs are on. It is TGI Jessa. By the way, whoever said that, who said that? I think it was Kyrian. Get your warm knitted scarf. This is a scarf I knitted myself. Get your scarf on. Angel started out with Ping as her mascot, and now Nantuk's her mascot. Thank you again, Angel, for that. I really appreciate it. Nantuk loves it too. Here, look, Nantuk's gonna kiss you, okay? I'm making the kissing sounds. Kyrian, you're well working your way on fame. Kyrian's on the front page. Can you translate that, please, Kaylin? I don't understand that language. Okay, so Nantuk's hanging out with us today. I'm going to put him on my shoulder because I can. Be a good boy. And hi, Joe. Hello, Celeste. We were just getting ready to join up with the game. We just did some dancing and enjoyable times there. And my microphone is working well, so I had a nightmare I was telling people. So let's go on into the game and join up into the world of Last Express. We will meet each other on the Orient Express. So I'm going to head to it. All right. So I'm going to start the game, as always, in the background here. And then I'm going to hook OBS into it. You can hear the game there, but I will need to hook it in. I'm going to go with window capture on this one. I think I'm going to try to go on window capture on this one, but it's not going to let me because that's my life. Because we have tech gremlins this week. Has anybody else besides Morgwin and me had tech gremlin problems? Here we go. Let's see how this does. That's DOSBox. Let's see. Okay. I'm gonna have to close this out and start again because it is wonky. There we go. Let's try that again. My apologies for this. Getting this to work is a bit of a pain in the butt. Because it's using DOSBox, which is just kind of irritating. It's kind of a pain. I think what I'll do here is capture specific window, capture any full screen application. Let's try that. Okay, so you guys should be able to see the game now. Let me know. Hi, Jasmine. Hi, Dent. All right. Everybody is coming in. I'm a bit late today. So I'm just looking at the stream to see if the game is showing up or not. Come on, game. Yeah, Kaylin's saying she doesn't see it. I don't see it either. Oh, Lord. Lord, it's going to be one of those days. It's enough to drive you batty, man. It really is. Oh, goodness. Window title must match. Match. It's not giving me a window option here. Let's put this up like this. And go like that. And go like that. One moment, please. Ah, we arrive. We arrive. Finally. Okay. That looks horrible. I'm sure what you guys can see looks horrible now, but I'm going to have to restart the game one more time, and then we should have some happy luck. Okay. Joe. Hi, Joe. I've missed you. You weren't in streams because you were working on your computer. And Morgan was so awesome to step in at the last minute for us. All right, let's try the game one more time, shall we? Hopefully you guys can see it in just a moment. We'll get there. We did it 2 weeks in a row, so we can do it. There we go. Yay! Woohoo! All right, here we go. Nantuk is joining me. I'm going to do an intro for YouTube, and then we're going to head on into the game. As you remember, we have just arrived in Munich, and several interesting things happen. So let me do a YouTube, and hold on a second. Just altered my microphone there. But let me do a YouTube intro, and Nantuk is going to join me for that intro. And then I'm going to have a sip of tea to kind of get my brain. And then we're going to head on into the Last Express. So here we go. Hey there. You're watching the Jessa Channel on YouTube. I'm Jessa, and today I am here with another episode of The Last Express. This is my favorite game of all time, and I hope you have begun to see why. It is chocked full of historical detail. It is beautiful. It uses rotoscope, in which they filmed real actors and then colored in the frame, every frame by frame. So much work. This game came out in 1997, I think, or 95, 97, I think. And it's by Jordan Mechner. And it did not sell well at the time for a variety of reasons, but it's become a cult classic in the adventure game community. And there are a lot of people in chat who are joining us here. And a lot of people who've been coming to the Last Express live streams. So I'm really happy to see them here. If you want to join us for a live stream, the live stream calendar link is in the description below. Also, today our host is Nantuk, one of the 5 mascots that you can become a patron of, and you can see the rest of them behind me over there, a patron of on Patreon, and the link is just below my face here on the webcam screen here. Anyway, so I want to say thank you so much for all of you guys who are here. Please give that stream a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. And oh, Angel. Angel says, does anyone else like it when she giggles when she says I'm Jessa? I do all the time. I giggle a lot. I mean, just even today I'm not feeling that great. We had kind of a rough start, but I still am a happy giggler. I giggle. What are you gonna do? All right, so we're gonna head on into the game, and we're gonna be traveling. If you remember, in the last episode, we arrived in Munich, two interesting things happened during that arrival. One was that the ammunitions that Herr Schmidt, otherwise known as Creepmaster Flash, because we all don't like Herr Schmidt. He's creepy McCreepmeister. Anyway, he brought his ammunitions on board, so we need to convince him that we have the funds for that somehow. I don't know how, because we're dead broke. Two, a strange man, English, talks a lot, came on board. Very curious, asks a lot of questions. We need to find out more about who he is. And three, I said there was two, but I remembered one more. We have been, there has been a concert. There's going to be a concert by Anna playing the violin. And we're going to crash it because we weren't invited. Okay. All right. So let's dive on in to the game. Continue. So this is just after Munich, and it is now morning. Here's that man, actually. That's actually Herr Schmidt, otherwise known as Creepmaster Flash. These two here, this is Tatiana. She is the one who translated the poem for us, The Firebird, which I ended the last episode reading that poem, if you guys remember. It's a poem for children, and it's pretty interesting, translated from the Russian. And I saw Heather in here, but then she dropped out. I don't know where she went. Anyway, let's take a look at what's going on and get myself acclimated again to the train. And yes, I have a stuffed animal on my shoulder, and you should have one too. Nothing going on in the dining car right now. These two are done playing their game. So we are going to...
Pardon me.
The conductor. So let's see what trouble we can get into before the concert. She's standing right here. We could go in here, but we already went. I'll show you.
But of course, mademoiselle.
So the way we were able to sneak in here because the conductor was busy opening the compartment for Mademoiselle Tatiana Obelinsky, something like that. And also, to guide us through the story, I am using this strategy guide, which I highly recommend because this story is, you can miss so much. Now you can just replay it over and over again and find things. But for the purposes of this Let's Play, to kind of remind me as to where we are, I have this strategy guide. So, what it says here is we need to play Catch the Beetle. Get that, we've done. Read Rebecca's compartment, read Rebecca's journal, which we've done in the last episode. But also, I'm going to move this to a side of my desk where I can get to it easily. There we go. So there's not much going on here. There's not much we can see, so I'm going to leave here. Uh-oh. Oh! He's going to take the dog now.
Excusez-moi, madame. Je suis vraiment désolé. But we have received a complaint about the barking.
Oh no.
Of course, for you, we have always made an exception. But now that the passenger has complained...
Excuse me.
Must he go to the baggage
This is the
car?
new man who entered the
What can I do?
stereotypical English gentleman.
Oh, mein Kleiner, sei nicht traurig. Es wird dir schon gut gehen im Gepäckwagen. Komm her, mein Schatz. Oh, na komm.
Forgive me, madame.
You make sure he has plenty of water. He really doesn't like the baggage car.
Of course, madame.
Oh, look at the little guy. Oh. See how he walks? They even had a real dog. Just like with the case of distress. Okay, and there go the two women leaving their compartment. So we could take a moment and spy in their compartment or spy in different people's compartments. Let's see. They're here. So I'm going to do this again because we did this at the end of the last episode. I know, the puppy, you guys. So,
Dear friend, last night my seductress allowed me to sit by the side of her bed for a long while and brush her hair. How happy I was. Her embrace pulled me into a dream, far away from my old, upholstered world. At last, und revienti, in this fragile, rattling old box racing into the future.
So I can't really change. There's not, this is a very simple game. There's not volume controls, so hopefully you can read along. But she was talking about her seductress. And, but the good news is that the dog being out of Mademoiselle's apartment means that her compartment means that we can sneak into it, because before that dog was not having any of it. I'm not going to read too much of this. I read some of it before. It talks about our fellow travelers.
Bonjour, monsieur.
But I'm wondering if this is
Yes? Who is it?
she's still in her apartment right now, so we can't sneak in. So let's head out here. The conductor luckily didn't call us on that.
Bonjour, monsieur.
Bonjour, monsieur. Oh, this game.
Excusez-moi, madame.
And here comes the conductor to speak to us, hopefully, I think.
Excusez-moi, Monsieur Whitney. Prince Kronos wishes to invite you to a concert in his private car. Madame Wolf will play the violin.
And he wants me to be there.
Oh yes, monsieur. 3 o'clock. His Excellency was most eager that you should attend.
Well, finally, an invitation. You know, I and Nantuk felt very left out of the proceedings. Nantuk and I were like, you know what? I was like, Nantuk, we were not invited to the concert. And he was like, And I was like, It was so wrong on so many levels. But now we have an invitation. And it's at 3 p.m., so let's check the time. Here comes Madame Wolf to prepare. Let's see if we can talk to her.
Excuse
It looks like...
me.
Pardon me?
No, we can't. All right. So, he's also left his compartment.
Right away, monsieur.
So, it's about 25 minutes to 3. And, hi, MJ. MJ, look, it's Nantuk. Nantuk is kind of shaky. I don't know why. He just is. It's part of his personality. I think he's got like early. It's mostly because he's kind of losing his stuffing around his neck. So if you hold him still, he just sort of. But as cute and darling as he is, trust me, he is a major troublemaker. Right? He's like, no, no, I don't make trouble. Okay, so everyone's getting ready to go to the concert, but we have a couple quick moments because Madame Wolf just left. He just left his compartment as well, too. So there's a couple things we need to do real quickly here. Yes, we're going to crawl around on the outside of the train yet again, because it's what you do. Don't try this at home. Please, for the love of goodness, do not try this at home. Okay. I was looking to see what he might have going on here. Doesn't seem like anything, but I thought I would look. It is important. The reason why I keep looking there is because I feel like he's up to no good and I want to find him,
Would you lock my door, please?
I want to find him, you know. And by the way, if the conductor comes in and says, hey, what's that? I'm just going to say we cut ourselves shaving. Like right across the jugular.
There you are, monsieur.
Thank you.
Yeah, they learned, Volest, that was a problem, and so...
Whitney. The merchandise has been loaded onto the train. I have fulfilled my part of the bargain. I want to see the gold.
Our agreement included delivery of the arms in Belgrade. We're not in Belgrade yet.
Herr Whitney, since I boarded this train, I have begun to feel that things are not as they should be. If you can
Really?
reassure me, I intend to get off in Vienna and take my merchandise with me. Guten Tag!
I love his face. He's like, Robert Cath, the character we're playing, is just like, fine then. You take your merchandise and you stick it where the German sun doesn't shine. If you're German, I'm sorry. I beg your pardon. Okay, I want to backtrack though. Well, 10 minutes. We have 10 minutes to get to the party, so the other thing I want to do really quickly here. Hey, you little brat. Yeah, you had no excuse for you, kid. Hey, Mr. Jessa. Mr. Jessa, if you're watching, this is the time, the part of the, see, he's paying attention. Block his view. Block his view. Doggone it, she locked it.
Excusez-moi.
So we need to be able to get into this
Excuse me,
room.
Monsieur Whitney.
His back is turned, but we can't. It's locked.
Of course, mademoiselle.
Thank you.
So the first order of business is that we need to find a key.
Easy for you to say that now. Now that I have nothing to go back to, that's not my fault. You weren't told.
What I'm trying to do is,
Pardonnez-moi. Excusez-moi, monsieur.
doggone it, he came up with me too soon. So too much is happening too soon, but I'm trying to get a look at his sketchbook. I'm trying to get, there's a lot going on in this train. So let's rewind a little bit. Oh, Heather, I'm glad you came back because I saw you here earlier and then, you know, you disappeared into a poof of smoke. And I said, hey, where's Heather? And you went, I don't know. How am I supposed to know? And I was like, you know what? Don't you give me lip. I'm not having it. Oh, jeez. I am beginning to think that I'm losing my marbles. I'm beginning to think because I've taken to live streaming and talking to Nantuk. Nantuk is the kind of guy though that you just want to, you know, look at him. He gives you lip. I mean, he does. He's so cute. And then you tell people that he's giving you lip and they go, he doesn't, look how cute he is. And they don't believe you. And then they realize that you're talking to a stuffed animal. And then they think you're crazy because it's probably true. And Chad is used to this. So they're like, psh, ain't no thing. You're going to have to do better than that, girl. If you want to do cray-cray, if you want to be crazy, you're going to have to do a whole lot better than that. So, here comes the conductor. What I'm trying to do is get into Anna's compartment. And also, which we can't do because it's locked. But I'm also trying to show you one thing. And I'm going to wait until he stands up again. Because he has a sketchbook. You can see him working in a sketchbook. It's actually pretty neat. And we're going to get a look at it before we go to the concert. The concert starts in 10 minutes. Valesta is saying she talks to pets and objects all the time. I do too. Okay, so he's standing up here. So I'm going to take a moment.
Excusez-moi, monsieur.
I love the way they talk. I swear I love this game. See, I'm just trying to get a hold of this. There we go. Okay, so let me look at this really quickly.
Would you lock my compartment, please?
So as you can see, he does sketches. I just wanted to show you this. Ah, crap. Is that it? That's the only sketch he has? Well, oh, no. They go back. Okay, here we go. So here's the arms coming on the train. There is some people there. Oh, see. So over time in the train, while he's up from his chair, use the opportunity to look at his sketchbook. There's actually, I don't know about clues, but it's a great way for getting, it's another small detail that wasn't anything they had to add to the game, but it just is really cool to be added to the game. All right, we have arrived in Linz. If you know where Linz is on this, we are in Austria now. It looks like we've just crossed the border into Austria. So if you know where Lynn's is, let me know in the chat. Or on the comments later on. You can always let me know in the comments.
Excuse me.
You know, I don't like what you're up to, dude. You creep me out. You stop looking at me. Who are you looking at? Okay, I think it's time to make our way to the party.
There you are, monsieur.
Thank you.
But I really want to catch him in his nefarious doings.
Pardon me?
Okay, so everyone's heading to the party, so we don't want to be late. It'll make a bad impression. Also, I'm going to take this moment to grab,
Right away, monsieur.
if I can, no, this. Does that give it to us? Oh, it does. This is something that I recommend getting in the first night you're on the train. It's very helpful. I also learned something new after all these years of playing this game. And when he notices it's gone, he'll go.
Oh merde, où est-ce que je peux le mettre?
He just said something rude in French. And since we're standing right here, let's try to turn around and look a little bit more innocent. But the reason why I wanted you guys to get this is because if you get stuck in the game, this is basically the game's in-game hint system. One of the things that I learned is that they're having fun talking in chat. It amuses me. I'll look down and they're having a whole conversation. If you click on a person's name, not only does it give you a little bit of an update to their voice.
Why don't you make it sing?
It will also give you clues to kind of get an idea of where you need to go next with the character if you get stuck in the game.
The merchandise has been loaded onto the train. I want to see the gold.
The last thing that happened with that character, really important.
If Vasily Alexandrovich suffers, it's because of his own guilty conscience. I only spoke the truth.
How dare you?
Таня, подай мне нож. Я вырежу его сердце и скормлю волкам.
Dedushka! Oh, don't listen to him. He doesn't know what he's saying.
Vasily Alexandrovich!
We went through that scene.
Excusez-moi, monsieur.
That's all he has to say.
What were you writing all morning? Just my diary. The French are so funny. Madame Caillou seems to become a sort of national heroine.
Shall we say 3 o'clock?
I shall count the minutes until then.
Tyler was to sell it for gold to buy the guns from the German. If the German finds out that we have lost the gold, everything is lost. You must tell him that we have the gold and that we want to buy the guns.
All right. So, yeah, that's basically. There's one more person here, Kronos.
Do you have the Firebird?
Kronos has his own special train. He's going just to Vienna. So it's past 3. I'm going to scoot back. You won't lose what's in your inventory, I believe. I'm pretty sure you won't. Let's see. I'm right. No, you won't. So let's head on into the concert. This part of the game is really special. I will not be talking during the music.
Well, you know, in such a moment, there is no time to waste.
I'm sorry, my grandfather didn't go for
Yes.
me. Oh, he's not feeling very well.
This
We're
was
surrounded by
before I
enemies.
was married.
Oh,
It looks like they are starting.
no, it's
Shall we
better
sit
if I
down?
stand. May I sit this way? I can
This is
see
really
when I'm
delightful.
thinking.
Miss Tatiana,
Yes,
are you
that's
comfortable there?
Thank you.
Oh, Count Oblensky is still not feeling well? A pity. They are starting.
Okay, so I'm going to skip that cutscene for a minute because I'm going to raise the volume And I'm also going to raise the volume in OBS, which means we're going to lose the game for a minute. But it's pretty important because some of you are having trouble hearing the volume. And also, I really want this music to be a little bit louder than my voice, or close to my voice level. So I'm going to quit for a moment, bring myself back up on screen. And then I'm going to quit the game for a quick minute. And I'm going to raise the volume of the game level a little bit so that things will be just, let's see, let me check here. Get my voice level up to about here. There we go. And get the game level to about there. So that should do. Let me know how things sound. I'm going to take us back, and I'm going to open up the game again. I'm going to take us back to the game settings here. And we're going to watch this whole cutscene. I skipped some of it, but it's pretty important, and the music is so beautiful that I really want you guys to enjoy the concert, okay? Thank you, Dent Face. Thank you so much. I hate saying Dent Face. It sounds like I'm saying something rude. So that's why I usually call you Dent. Okay, so let's head back into the game. Oh, that opening sound. Oh, I love it. All right. Let's go back, rewind a little bit, and we'll head back into the concert. Hopefully things should be a little bit louder and a little bit clearer.
Well, you know, in such a moment, there is no time to be
I'm sorry, my
afraid.
grandfather's so
Yes.
Oh, he's not feeling very well.
This
We're
was
surrounded by
before
enemies.
I was married.
Oh.
It looks like they are starting.
No, it's
Shall we
better
sit
if
down?
I stand.
May I sit here?
This way I can
This is
see
really
when I'm
delightful.
older.
Miss Tatiana,
Yes,
are you
that's
comfortable there?
Thank you.
Oh, Count Oblensky is still not feeling well? A pity. They are starting.
Oh. So, as nice as it is to listen to this concert, there's quite a lot that we need to do during this concert's period. So I'm going to take us out to the main menu. The concert will continue. Unfortunately, we're going to be unable to hear all of it because we're going to be spying like crazy people. So let's Munich to Vienna. Let's head on into the concert because at this point we need to get the master key. Max gets the boot. We need to get the master key. And because her door is locked, we're going to need to find a different way to get into her room. During the concert, we're going to listen to the music. One moment, please. Yeah. So, how are we gonna? We need to slip into Kronos's private compartment. So, first thing we're gonna do is go back in and listen to the music. But we can also look around. We can attempt to talk to people during the concert. We can just be annoying. You know, basically be like rude. But here's Kahina. Standing at attention at the door. We're gonna wait a little while. Enjoy the music. Did you hear a door? I heard a door. Well, it doth seem that certain people have made their way, to other areas of the train. Let's see if we can figure out what she's doing. We can get a close-up of him playing the piano. Looks lovely. And a close-up of Anna. But what we need to do is somehow we need to get out of here. So we're just gonna stand up quietly behind everyone. We're gonna turn around and we're gonna take our way out of here and find out what she's doing. Girl, what you doing? Get out of my room. I know you in my room. Stay out of my luggage. You tell him, stay out of my luggage. Okay, so we need to do some spying. And let's do that. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna head on in here. I can smell her perfume. I smell that bergamot. Uh-oh. His blinds are drawn. Well, we're not gonna see anything that way. We'll keep working on him because we're gonna see something eventually. I hope. All right, so, wait, no, that's my own compartment. I'm not in there. Okay, and oh, here comes the conductor. Perfect.
Pardon
Kahina. Kahina, you lying dog,
Bonjour,
you.
madame.
So what we need to do is, ooh, we timed that the wrong way.
Ladies are at the concert, monsieur.
Crap. Back up. One notch. Not that far. Oh, crap. I'm sorry.
Well, you know.
I'm gonna skip this. We have to go through this again. I apologize. Kahina. We'll get a close-up of Happy Dude. The violin playing is fantastic. Unfortunately, it got a crap load of copyright problems. So what you're waiting for at this point is just after we hit, just after a little bit here, you're gonna hear a door open. Celeste, you're funny. To be honest, I have sat through all four parts of this numerous times. If you're not careful, if you sit there for a while without moving, he'll fall asleep. I just heard the door. I'm sorry, I was talking over it, but I heard it. So, we're gonna stand up, turn around, and make our way out of here real quick. And Q yelling at people to get out my business. It's hard to imagine it, but I'm actually a college-educated woman. Girl, get out my business. What are you doing? You see him? He was trying to get in there too. He was trying to get into Anna's room. And he was just looking at the door. Okay, so now what we need to do is wait, because Kahina's going to come back in just a minute. We need to wait for someone to block. Ah, you. Okay, so he moves. Now we're in. And you can tell we're up to Nefarious Deeds now because the music, the Nefarious Deeds music plays. I love that music. All right, so the only way we're going to be able to get into her compartment is to do, you know, what heroes do. Climb around on the outside of the train at 60 miles an hour. Because who would do that? We would. That too. Okay, so we need to do this quickly. Let's close the window because it's chilly. And spy like nobody's business. Because it's our business now. Okay, so first of all, let's take a look at this. This is Anna and her brother, maybe? Much younger version of her. So what we're looking for is the master key, but we're also just looking at her business because, you know, you can. Music. More clothes. Don't you love this traveling box? Isn't that cool? Stuff like this doesn't exist anymore. It's got to be hidden somewhere, girl. Give it to me. Aha. This is important. I write to you with respect to our discussions of Monday last, of which our friend in Vienna has been informed. We have for some time been aware of Herr Schmidt's activities as a supplier of arms to the Balkan powers. Although his dealings, insofar as they are not inconsistent with our own objectives in the region. The conductors are having a conversation. The way the game works, as I've told you many times, it's in real time. Their real time. So this is happening at the same time that we're in here. We can't be in two places at once because we're only human. So if we want to hear their conversation, we need to replay this part, not sneak in after we've done this already, and listen in. But I'll let you do that when you buy the game, which I encourage you to do so. It's available on GOG for $6, you guys. $6. Come on. Anyway, although his dealings, insofar as they are not inconsistent with our own objectives in the region, have not been hitherto aroused our official interest. So there's a lot of blah blah, so I'll summarize it. Basically, as always, we trust you, madame, to act in the most absolute discretion in this affair, and to honor the confidence of which His Majesty's imperial government has placed upon you. Basically, long and short of it, Anna Schmidt is a spy for her government. And so they're keeping an eye on Herr Schmidt. They also know about the Serbian army general with ties to the Black Hand. They know about the Black Hand. They probably know about Tyler Whitney as well, too. So you can now see why Anna Schmidt walks around with a big old revolver and a big, fat, nasty dog. To sum that up. So we found that letter. Let's go back up here.
Excuse me.
Thank you, Morgwin. Look at Morgwin rocking the mod. I love it. Rocking the mod stuff. Okay, so let's look in here. This looks like the kind of place somebody would put a key. Maybe there's some sort of secret switch. I honestly don't remember. I'm pretty sure there's a secret switch here. Just trying to remember. Without breaking down and looking at I swear there is. Aha! Ha-ha! Yay! I remembered. I haven't played this game in 2 years, so it's been a while. But the first couple of times I played it, that really stumped me. Okay, so let's see what else there is to look at. A hat box. Look at that. You know, I love the classy way that people traveled back then. What is that thing called? That luggage that we just looked at? Is it called a portmanteau? You can look up. Sometimes you'll see something on the luggage rack. Doesn't look like she has anything in this room. So we can look down. And that takes us, so we have what we need. We now have the master key. This is huge. It means that no part of the train is off limits to us anymore, as long as we can sneak in there. So the key is huge. So that means that we can head back in to the madame's apartment. We'll close the window because, you know, don't want to leave a trail. Okay. A portmanteau is a coat rack. It's just a trunk. Oh, okay. I just love how, oh, look at this. Blast, a review of the Great English Vortex. Just a quick note here. I want to pause so that time doesn't continue. Once I've mentioned this before, but everything, right? Everything in the game is real from real history. So Blast is probably a real publication. I'd be very surprised if it wasn't. In the last episode, in chat, we discovered a lot of things that I hadn't actually heard of in the game. I mean, I hadn't put two and two together. Even the newspaper that's in the salon can be read each day with new articles because it's a fresh paper. And everything in those articles is what is actually happening in the time frame we are in. And to clarify, we are in the 4 crucial days before the European powers called a start to World War I. And Archduke Ferdinand was assassinated. This all ties into that crucial time period in 1914, June 22nd through June 26th. So now we need to sneak out of here. If anyone in chat wants to Google Blast 1914, see if it was real paper, I bet it is. All right, so the good thing is that you can just walk out of a compartment. He won't pay you any mind, but if you try and walk into one. So now that we have the key, we need to use it to get into Kronos' private car. To do this, we're going to have to do some, we're going to run out of time, so we're going to have to do some rewinding. I'm rewinding more than I ever did when playing the game privately, simply because I want to show you who are watching.
Started, but please, go ahead.
Thanks.
So now we need to figure this out. So I'm going to take a moment to pause again, because I'm trying to remember there's a way. There's a way to sneak onto the top into Kronos' private salon. So we need to do that. And possessing the master key it says here in the strategy guide. Possessing the master key opens a whole new world to you in the last express. Previously inaccessible compartments now open with a simple click. That is, as long as the conductors don't see you. Before we start snooping in more sleeping car compartments, let's have an outdoor adventure. So, in order to do that, we need to somehow get into his car. We can't just walk through the room where everybody's having the concert. So let's head in. Let's turn around this way. Nope, that's not what I meant to do. This way. So we are now at the end of the train. This is Kronos' car. Let's turn around. If you remember, this door was locked, shut. But we love climbing on trains that are traveling at gazillion miles an hour. So let's open this bad boy up. Woohoo! Feel that fresh air. Smell that steam, coal steam stuff. And we're going to climb up on the top of the train because we're total, excuse my language, this is family friendly, usually badasses. All right, so here is the front of the train. We can tell by the smoke. Look at the graphics in this game. Every once in a while I just stop and just have like a complete like joygasm. All right, we need to go through Kronos's. So there's this here. That's the baggage car and back. There's this window here. The only way in is to break it. So you can, and also neat little touch. Watch this, listen. It's hard to hear, but when you go down, you can hear her violin. Listen. It's very subtle, but you can hear it. Okay. Oh, Heather is saying that she remembers the Blast publication. She did a paper on it in college, that it was real. That's awesome. Joe and Morgwin are modding for me today, and they're throwing links in to different historical things. That's awesome. Okay, we're just gonna do this, you know, the indelicate way and dive in. Because if Kahina can look at our business, we can look at hers. You know what I mean? Okay, so we have a lot to look at here. Let's first of all. Oh, you know what? This is. I'm gonna have to mark this as not family friendly because that is distinctly not family friendly. Lots of really expensive art. A rug here. Can we move the rug? I think there's a... There's no point in covering up the glass because they'll feel the gigantic, you know, wind tunnel from upstairs. But somewhere here, there's a hidden switch we need to click on. Let's see what's over here. Ooh, papers. He has hired some detectives to spy on Monsieur Tyler Whitney. And he was spying on us, Monsieur Cath's domicile. He was spying on us. He knew about our existence before. I'm going to summarize. This report covers the movements of Monsieur Tyler Whitney from 8 p.m. Wednesday, July 22nd, 1914 to 8 p.m. Thursday, July 23rd. It basically says where he was staying. He ordered a carriage. He spoke to Cath. It seems that he, Robert Cath, wow, we should hire a private detectives more often. Boy, do they get the dirt on you. It appears that Robert Cath is the man who since Monday last has been sought by both English and French police in connection with the murder of a policeman in Belfast. Now, if you remember, we have that here in our inventory, right here. And we have that from day one. So yeah, we've been up to nefarious goods. It gives more information, which is very interesting, and I invite you to read it when you play the game. I read it all the way through, twice probably when I first played, because I loved every detail. But the basic point is that we have been followed by a detective, and so Kronos knew all about us before we ever came on the train. We weren't fooling him at all. Let's see if there's anything else though. There's that, there's that, there's that. Let's see. Ah, here we go. This is important. This is from an art dealer, it looks like, talking about a Chinese egg. Circa 1650, which has been in the past few days shown to be to certain art dealers in Paris. Tyler Whitney, an American gentleman who's acting as an agent for the true owner. So that's what this whole story is about, this egg that was stolen. All right. Uh-oh. The concert's over. Crap. We better rewind. We're going to need more time. Because after the concert, he'll come in on you and, well, it's not pretty. Okay, so we're going to rewind. That should be enough time. That's going to take us here. And we can now move, turn that off because it's not family friendly in the situs. Go backwards this way. There we go. And keep reading. So we've learned that Tyler Whitney, this is more background information for us. This is documents about him trying to buy the egg from Monsieur Tyler Whitney. It seems this is important. Mr. Whitney's entire demeanor seemed to have undergone a transformation from the previous day. Whereas the first time we met, he had taken a piece out of its case and shown it to me with a casual air. Today he seemed nervous, smoking one cigarette after another. I thought perhaps he was afraid of being robbed, but this hardly explains the inconsistency of his behavior. So Tyler Whitney knew that something was wrong with that egg, that it had some secret that he didn't know about the day before. Where he found it out, we don't know, but hopefully we'll learn that. Mr. Whitney is, this is all talking about meeting Tyler Whitney on the train. So once again, this is everything here to see. It basically shows us a little bit more about Kronos. However, there is something pretty important that we have to do here. We need to find a, find out where he's hiding his gold and steal it from him so that we can give it to the German man and buy the guns from him. At least I think that's what we're doing. So unfortunately, I'm going to have this not family-friendly stuff on screen, unfortunately, because we need to look closer. Aha! Now, yes, I did know where this was, and it took me a while to find it the first time, but spoiler alert, there's a little button right here that opens a case. Look at this. He's so rich that he has his own private rail car, and it has its own safe in it. This dude is spankin' rich. Let's help ourselves, shall we? Ooh. First of all, I'll have that dress and this dress and that Rolls Royce and that car, and I'd like to get my afro done, but just take a little bit off the top if you would. And let's see, then my hair, then my nails, then we're going to Paris, and then let's take this. This shall be ours, thank you very much. Time to go. Okay, so we need to go out again. How do I go? Oh, I tried the first time I did this. Exactly, Joe. Joe, you know what? You do that all the time. You're like way ahead of me. Joe is super smart. She comes in and she's just like, oh, I know. And she's never played the game. She'll be like, oh, I know how this is going to go down. And then she says it and I'm like, and then she's right. So unfortunately, we cannot just climb back up out of that glass. You know, I tried. I wasted like 5 minutes trying to climb back out again. You can't. So basically what you need to do is you need to walk out and watch this. Check this. Hey, beautiful. So the concert's going on here, and let's see which ways are which. I get turned around in these small hallways. So this is how we're gonna walk out. Watch this. Oh wait, nope, the other way. I told you I get turned around in these places. I think it's this way. We have a key. No. I apologize if I put us back in the right. Oh, there we go. So check this. This is how you walk out with gold you've stolen. Like it's nothing. You just take the briefcase and literally just walk out. That's more or less how you do it. In case anybody was wondering. So, isn't that awesome? I was just like, you can't, the game is no way the game is going to allow me to just walk out with this gold. And sure enough, it does. I mean, what are they going to do? They're in the middle of a concert. What are they going to do? Okay. So we now have some gold.
Pardon me?
We need to get rid of it though. Because we can't, I mean, like, what are we going to do? So I think we should go give it to the Serbians, maybe? I don't know. To be honest, I don't remember what you do right here.
Bonjour, monsieur.
To be absolutely honest, I haven't the foggiest, so I'm just gonna guess.
Yes? Who is it?
It's me.
Sorry.
Oh, well, we can't. So what are we gonna do with this gold? I can't just walk around with it. I think we, oh, wait, no. We could hide it.
Bonjour, monsieur.
Pretty sure, though, that wherever we hide it, she's gonna find... Okay, first of all, we're gonna try and hide it here. I don't know if it's gonna work, but let's see. It's a pretty dumb place to hide it because... Okay, so it's not... This is where I thought I'd put it, but, you know, she'd find that in half a second. So, let's think this over. I'm gonna ask you in chat. And then, after we hide this briefcase, we're gonna take a break. But... Where do you guys think, among the whole train, where do you think we can hide this? Any suggestions? Joe says in the bed. So let's try that. It's not allowing me to open the bed right now. Normally this will turn into a hand symbol. It's not going to allow me to do that. Okay, so this, you guys are amazing. And particularly one certain person is amazing. Joe, did you remember that from the Let's Play? You honest, you tell me. You fess up, girl. Otherwise, you're some sort of gaming genius. For a person who doesn't play games very much, you're some sort of freaky genius. So I'm going to pause for a minute. So the answers that we have in chat so far are in the bed, which we tried. Put it under the bed. We can try that too. Is there a loose floorboard? Probably not on the Orient Express, Kayla. They probably checked for that. Valeste is saying on top of the train, as does Ralph on the roof. And Joe is saying with the dog. My, but that is an interesting suggestion. Ooh. So in my purse. Well played, Jasmine. Well played. Jasmine is like, I believe you can hide it right here. In my bag, which I'm soon about to upgrade to a Prada bag. Kirian's like, in my bank account. Joe, I don't know, Joe. You're freaky. You're freaky about that. You really are. Okay, so first of all, let's try hiding it under the bed. I don't think you can hide things under the bed. You can see that the game's trying to show us to put it someplace. If you could hide it here. Oh, you can hide it under the bed. Okay. So, we could play this through. I'll leave it up to you in chat. Do you want me to play this through and just put it under the bed, or do you want to try and hide it with the dog? I will tell you, just as a little hint, that it's, you know, there's no way that Kahina and Kronos are just going to let us get away with that. So if we do this, she's going to come right in here, and she's no idiot. She's going to see it. And, well... So should we fail state this and see what happens? Or should we hide it with the dog, which has a much better chance of success, because Kahina already said in a previous episode that she is afraid of the dog and is uncomfortable. The dog doesn't like her. If you guys remember that. She said that earlier on. Joe is saying, throw it out the window! Okay, so the chat is pretty much unanimously saying that we are not complete idiots. So we're going to take this back. And wait, no, give me that back. Give me back my loot. Okay, good. It scared me. I was like, shoot, that's my gold. Give it back. All right, so let's just walk casually down the train like nope, nothing going on. So the trick is, even though we have, I'm going to double click. Remember that you can double click to quickly go to the end of a train car. Oh wait, well, there is, I think, maybe one more place that is possible. We can't do it now. There's somebody, the conductor's right there. However, it is, I believe, a possibility for you to hide it in his room. I could be wrong on this, so try it when you buy the game, when you play the game. So that brings us into the car here. The car is empty. So the problem is that we need to wait until the conductor is coming through. So we might have to hide it somewhere temporarily. Since everyone's at the concert. Yeah. I gotta think this through. And Angel suggested throwing it out the window. Oh, okay. Clayton says dog. Clayton comes in, he says one word, devastates us all with his genius. And then he leaves. So in the strategy guide, it says some of the wrong moves you can make here, and there are numerous ones, and it's pretty fun to make them. So we need a couple of we need the gold. We have the gold, which we need to hide. The strategy guide is not being clear here. Vienna is nice this time of year. Buy the train. Pay the conductor off with half the gold and then hide the rest with the dog. That's a great idea. I'm glad you like that, Clayton. Unfortunately, that does not work. So, the problem is that we're a bit stuck here. There's the dog. We can hear the dog. But we have to get by the conductor. I know. Maybe if we turn this way and open this, maybe we can hide it in here? I mean, I think it's not allowing us to look down so that we can hide it under something, and there's no baggage. There's no place to hide it here. That dog is gonna drive me nuts. Poor guy, he's ticked off. Okay, so I think what we're gonna have to do is we have to stash it somewhere temporarily.
Monsieur, can I help?
Uh-oh. Wait. There goes the conductor. He's going to call something. I don't know what, but it doesn't matter. So let's go. Boogie on, reggae woman. Let's hide this gold. Ha ha! Hey, little guy. Uh-oh. Okay, small problem. Oh, wait, he let us go. Oh, he let us out. Oh, okay. I love him. See, he's just unhappy. Who would want to be in that little cage? That's awful. Okay, here we go. Can I put it in here? Can I put it in here? Oh my gosh, what do you mean I can't put it in here? There's the gold. Oh no, you guys, I can't put it in here. Oh dear. Can you imagine having to stay in that thing with the loud, oh, how poor thing. Okay, well, you guys wanted to see a fail state. There it is. I didn't do no good. Now he's just happily running through the train. We can just imagine him running up and down the walls, the different area of the train. So yeah. I think he'll run back to her compartment, and the conductor will put him back. Okay, so yeah. Oh hey, what's up, dog?
Monsieur, can I help you?
Yes, I wanted to get something out of my suitcase.
The baggage car is off limits to passengers. Suitcases cannot be opened during the journey.
Not even by you?
The baggage compartment is sealed, monsieur. In this way, passengers on the Orient Express are spared the inconvenience of customs checks. Now, I really must invite you to return to the passenger car.
I love the way he speaks. So, I love everything about this game. So, okay, so we still have the money and, yeah. So somehow we need to stash the money somewhere. And I think in this way, our best option is to try Count Obolensky. Ooh, the conductor's gone. Yes, I don't mind if I do. Thank you very much. So because he's sleeping here, I'm thinking that this is where we need to hide something. Let's try, because, you know, Kahina is going to be less likely to kind of go in on this, you know, sneak in on this guy. So let's try hiding it in here, okay? Well, what is that? And who put that there? I don't know. I don't know. You might think I'm just, I don't know. I just love doing this. It's just so funny. They're tripping in chat. They're like, hi, Mothering. Welcome. We're having a lovely time. Here, Mothering. Here's Nantuk. He's going to give you a kiss. There. Well, what have we here? Okay, so it's not going to let us pick up. This part, I will admit, is a little annoying. It's not going to let you pick up the egg because you have the briefcase in your hand, and for some reason you're not like, you know, Homo sapiens with two hands that work, and you can put one thing down and pick something up and put the other one, you know. So we have to get rid of the suitcase first, and then get this, and then bring the suitcase back. It's a little tedious. It's the only thing that if Jordan Mechner happens to watch this, Jordan, I love you. I love your work. You're amazing. But this part sucks. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, I told Jordan Mechner off on in a live stream. I did. I'll do it again too. So still got to dump this briefcase. So let's do a little bit of rewind here to give us some time, because that concert is going to last forever.
Monsieur, can I help you?
I'll skip this. Skip this. Let's boogie down, Reggae Woman. And head down the hallway again. And at this point, I'm just moving a little bit quicker to save us some time. Nope, I don't want to sit down and have dinner. I want to get out of this joint. I'm not hungry right now. Thank you very much. As soon as we hide this and take care of this puzzle, we're going to take a break.
Excusez-moi.
That's true. Clayton is saying that the briefcase requires two hands to carry because it's full of gold, and that's a good point, I have to admit. However, this is just a little bit tedious making us hide it like this. It's not really necessary, but it's you know, no game is perfect, and I would say that this little part here is like the one part I don't like. It's not the best part. I wouldn't say I don't like it. It's just not the best part. Okay, so what we need to do is this boy is walking up and down the compartment courteously for me. Oh wait, he's still gone. Yes. I don't know where he's gone to, but I don't care. Okay, now we take this. Oh, she's back.
Have a good afternoon, mademoiselle.
Crap. We're gonna get caught in here. Uh-oh.
Ах, так это вы мне приснились. Не берите. Может быть, она у вас запоет.
Huh? What? W-U-T?
How did you get in there?
Shh. Monsieur Obolensky is asleep. He mustn't be disturbed.
Yes, monsieur.
Yeah, he mustn't be disturbed. Let's book it. So, we need to hide this egg. And since I just happen to know, because it wouldn't let us hide the money, we need to go back here and do the whole thing where we wait for the conductor again. We're probably going to run out of time. which means I may have taken too long to do this, which means that we'll after the break we'll run through this sequence again and do it a little bit quicker, because this waiting. If we put everything in our compartment, it's going to be stolen, and since the concert seems to be over, the minute it's over, Kahina's going to make a beeline for our butts. Clayton's like, girl, get out of there. I'm getting. I'm expecting. I'm the first man. Science is a miracle. We can have a baby. Stick it up under our shirts. So we can't just stand here. We can't just walk around with it. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is I'll end this episode here. And in the next episode, we will come back in and complete this part before Vienna, which Velez says is beautiful this time of year. If you're still awake, Velez, I'm talking about you. And then we'll move on. The story really speeds up once you get to Budapest in more ways than one, you'll see. But yeah, this has been another episode of The Last Express, my favorite game of all time, and I hope you are enjoying it as well too. I want to thank so much Jordan Mechner, who did not give me a key because it was in 1997 and I didn't have a YouTube channel, but I bought this game with my cold, hard-earned gold that I carry around in a briefcase. And I bought it from GOG, which is the version I recommend you get. There is a version on Steam, which is enhanced edition or something. Don't get that version. I bought it and I returned it because it takes away so many of the little things that really add to the story. Like, for example, if you open a window on the train, it took away that train noise. For some reason, it's dead silent. It's very weird. Don't get that version. Go ahead and support GOG, Good Old Games. It's $6 there. And yeah, I want to thank you so much for joining me. If you enjoyed what you saw, please hit the thumbs up button below. For those of you in chat, hang out with me because we're going to go to break and come back in. But in any case, yeah, hit the thumbs up button below. And if you loved it, join the party and subscribe. I'll see you back here as we continue our gloriously luxuriant ride upon the Orient Express to Paris to Constantinople in the next episode. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Bye. See you in the next episode. Bye. So, for the rest of you guys in chat, I'm going to quit the game. And I'm going to put, there we go. Put myself back up on screen where I can see all your lovely faces. And Morgwin doing an awesome job as modding, considering that she's had like, I've done like 0 training with her and she already knows what to do. And Joe also getting us up to, get those likes up. And Scene. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We thank you. I accept my accolades. Okay. Okay, so, yeah. Oh, Heather, you didn't know that Jordan Mechner was in the video game business? He is the father of the Prince of Persia series. Ralph is saying, are all my videos going to be live streamed from now on? Yes, they are, Ralph. They are, because there's so many benefits to it. And I'm wondering, though, if you know, some people who are don't like having my picture up, my webcam up there, when they're watching the episodes afterwards. I don't know. I haven't got a lot of feedback from that. Vintage food stamps. I don't even know what you're talking about, MJ. He comes in and he says the funniest thing. MJ, I'm married to a man who's got a unique brain. Yep, it's TJ. It's TJIJ. Hey, look, the frame just changed. Isn't that cool? I have it set to change every, I think it's like an hour and a half or something. and it's on all the time, so it just changes that. It basically is random throughout the stream is what I'm trying to say. Also, for those of you guys who may have noticed that the webcam screen changes too. The webcam when we're in game mode. The screen up here on the top, whatever that is for you guys, top right. They're all, I hand painted all those. Well, I mean, I painted them on the computer, but yeah, I hand painted all the cam frames and the screens you see. Isn't that cool? I was very pleased. So that's why it's sort of clear like that and looks a little. It looks a little bit watercolory if you look close, because I did it in my painting program. Anyway, good night, Kaylin. So, we're going to take a break of about 15 minutes, and then we're going to come back and continue on, and I hope some of you guys will be able to join me for that. In the meantime, I'm going to put on some music. Yay! And take us out to break. But I do hope some of you guys will be able to come back. Let's open this up with X and Play. Aw, thank you, Morgwin. Okay, I will see you guys after break. Oh, and let me quickly change the break photos, because I still have Kenlin's screens up. Enjoy that music for a minute while I change the break pictures here. There we go. Yay! Yep, I'm running a professional outfit here, brothers. You can count on it. All right, I will see you after break, 15 minutes. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so we are back from break after some epic break music. Music that just makes you want to go to the bathroom and refresh your tea. It's like epic go to the bathroom music. All right, everybody. So, Heather went to go get in her PJs. I want to tell you while I'm waiting for everybody to come back into chat. Hi, Dent. Welcome. That I was telling you, it is so cold today. I have my heater on right next to me. It's totally foggy. Can't see all the trees I can normally see. It's all gray. It's just I don't know, it's just hi Mothering, hi Kayla. Hi Clayton. And look, this is how cold it is. This is how cold it is. See him? He's shivering. Okay, if you want to know how cold it is, it's that cold. Poor little guy. Look, I tuck him in. Now I feel better. Do you feel good? Anyway, oh, I hate mosquitoes. I hate mosquitoes. We took a trip south. Yeah, it does, Clayton. We took a trip south, and there were mosquitoes there, and I got bit all up and down my legs. I hate mosquitoes. Anyway, so all right, so we're not gonna spend too much time. Clayton lives in Michigan, where your winters are brutal. Yes, I have heard as such. You guys out in the Midwest, you get like 17 feet of snow. But yeah, it's really overcast, and it's just a type of day where you get into your office chair, and look, this is just I have my wrap on, which I can't put up because Nantuk's in here with me. Look at this. I have my wrap, I have my scarf, I have my flannel jams on, my really nice thick jams, and I have a blanket. and I have the desperate gratitude that I don't live in Michigan. Thank goodness. Lord, there's some beautiful parts of Michigan and the Midwest that I've heard, but yeah, I'm not planning on seeing them anytime soon because dang. Okay, so all right, you guys, so we're gonna head back into the game, and just a refresher for those of you guys who are coming in, which is pretty much nobody. We're playing the Last Express. We're playing the Last Express, and we are about to figure out how to hide. We found the egg. We found the egg. So yeah. Thank you, Clayton. You know what it is, Clayton? Because I told you I had such a bad dream. I had a terrible nightmare. I was saying at the beginning of the stream, and I had such a bad nightmare that I just feel like I need to like. Sometimes I just get what we call in my marriage, slap happy. I just get a bit slap happy. It doesn't snow in Australia, does it? Maybe like at the highest mountain peaks or whatever. If you guys even have any mountain peaks, you can tell I know zero about Australia. Okay, so let's go into the game. I'm going to start the game up again. I'm going to go over to the game screen here, and then we're going to get back into it. Let me minimize that and bring up the Last Express and hear the awesome music. Oh, I love that music. Gets me every time. Gets me every time. Sorry about that. That's my cat. He's being a little bit annoying right now because it's getting to be an hour before dinner. And he gets kind of demanding and starts walking in front of my monitor. He can be pretty. That's probably, you know, he considers himself to be alpha cat. And there's always a little bit of a fight going on between me and him. And I tell him, no, mommy is alpha cat. You are not alpha cat. And he's like, no, me alpha cat. This my house. And I'm like, no, this my house. All right. So I'm going to do an intro for YouTube and then we're going to head back in. And I want to thank all of you who are here and joining me for this. And yay. I know, exactly, Morgwin. Exactly. Yeah, Kayla, did you notice how I didn't finish that argument? Because it usually ends up with me going, I'm sorry, I love you, please come back, I love you, please. And he's like, and I'm like, I love you. Sometimes when he does push me too far, every once in a while, he and Lila will have to sleep downstairs. Not in a basement. I mean, just on the, you know, downstairs in the living room. And, they can't sleep on the bed with us. Every once in a while, they'll push it that far. And then they're good like angels for the next 6 months. Okay. So I'm going to do an intro for YouTube and then we're going to head back into the game. Hey there. You're watching the Jessa Channel on YouTube. I'm Jessa, and this is Nantuk, who is joining us for this stream. He is the host for our stream. The other mascots are behind me over here, and we are playing through The Last Express. And Nantuk loves this game. It's like, he wants to be front and center. It's like his favorite game. He wants to go on the Orient Express so bad. He does, trust me. He's actually been on a train before because we took him on a couple train rides with us, him and Ping, and they got into considerable amounts of trouble, which the attendants thought were deeply amusing. So we'd go to meal. This is probably too much information, but we would go to mealtime, and it would be me and my husband and Nantuk and Ping, and she'd be like, seating for 4, and I'd be like, yes, thank you. She thought it was cute. Anyway, so let's head back in to the Orient Express. In this episode, we found the egg. The whole crux of the story is built on this egg. You can see one here. And Heather told us recently that the Russian Tsars, not sure how to pronounce that, but the royalty of Russia would covet these eggs, and there's a lot of Russian facts and history in this game. So let's head back into the story and join the Orient Express as it travels on to Constantinople on this happy morning of June. I've been saying the dates wrong. June 25th. I've been saying 23rd, but it's the 25th today. So anyway, let's head back in. All right, so we have this egg, and unfortunately, he's right here. So we were just sort of waiting. So I was thinking that we might have to rewind a bit. Because I believe, let's head back and see if, oh, see how Matt, did you guys see that? The conductor was taking Max back. Look at that. He looked pissed. So we need to get the briefcase. I'm really concerned that Kahina has stolen our briefcase already.
Excuse me.
Nope, it's still there, thank goodness. All right, so we still have the briefcase. But if we take the briefcase, we can't take it right now because we're holding the egg, because for some reason you can't do things with 2 hands in this game. I don't know why. I just tweeted Jordan Mechner and asked him if he would come to our stream, and if he shows up and I'm actually... Jordan, if you happen to come in right now, I swear to you, I love this game. I told you that on Twitter, I mean it. except for this one little part. I swear. Everything else is amazing. Even the fights I don't mind because you can skip them, which I'll show you how to do. In any case, so I think what we need to do is take the egg,
Excuse me,
which is the only way we're going to be able. The thing is, we have to wait till the next stop, and I don't know when there's going to be another stop, so it's just a matter of a waiting game, which is unfortunate. There are other things that you can do during this time frame, I suppose. And let me see if there's anything we can do to kind of occupy our time until the conductor moves through again. I am using a book, which is a beloved possession of mine, The Last Express Strategy Guide. I know it's backwards, but there it is. And, we get an invitation to Cath's concert. We cannot let Kahina see us with the Firebird. So, oh, there is something we forgot to do too. Let's see, what time is it? 3:30 p.m. Oh, it's almost 5. Goodness. Time flies in this game when you're having fun. And we still cannot. Pretty soon he's going to call dinner service, so I'm thinking... There she is. So the concert is over. How should I do this? I'm going to rewind a little bit here so that we have a little bit more time. I'm going to rewind back to 4 o'clock. So that, that should do. 4:15. Okay, so at this point, what we were trying to do is that we were wasting time here, with poor Max. So the conductor is gone at this point.
Excusez-moi, monsieur.
So we know where the egg is. We have the briefcase. So we're going to go back a little bit more so we have enough time to complete this. Crap. I know how to push rewind. I do. I swear. I'm going to go back to about 4. Okay, so here we are. So this is where we started, where we were trying to put the briefcase in the back and we got kind of waylaid. So now we know that we need to stash the briefcase under here. And now we're going to book it to Tatiana's room.
Bonjour, monsieur.
And the trick here is that we need to do this in a way that the conductor isn't going to catch us. So we just need to wait until something comes up in front of him. So this game has gotten some negative reviews, and one of the reviews that I've seen, the kind of theme throughout reviews, is that people find it tedious to have to wait. Sometimes they just don't know what to do. There's a couple ways around that. One is to always check this passenger list, and it will kind of give you hints sometimes as to it'll tell you the last conversation you had with that person, which will sometimes give you a hint.
Do you have the Firebird?
That's one way. 2 is that it's just a game of patience. I mean, sometimes while you're waiting for something to happen, or you're waiting for the conductor, for example, like now, to be blocked in some way, which shouldn't take too long. He's looking at us right now, so we just have to kind of wait. You could just go up and down other parts of the train, or just, you know, read a magazine, or what I would do is I would read the strategy guide a little bit and see all the things I missed. You know, that kind of stuff. So, oh, and Joe is saying, can we put the egg under the sink? That's where the egg is now, is under the sink. So we're about to pull it out as soon as that's what we're waiting for right now. We've stashed the briefcase. Our hands are empty, relatively. So, and the whole part of this puzzle is that you can't have the egg and the money at the same time. You have to put one away, grab one, put it away, put the other one away, that kind of thing. So what we can do is sometimes what I'll do is I'll go up here and see if there's anyone here. There isn't. And I'll take a moment or two and read the paper. Sometimes I'll do that. This is July... What is this? July 25th, that's what I just said earlier. It'll talk about rioting in St. Petersburg, Mademoiselle Kalyol's trial, Serbia challenge King Peter's appeal to the Tsar. It also shows here a map from Vienna to Belgrade. You'll notice this map, a lot of this has changed in modern times. So, and in slow times, a lot of times I would just come and read the paper while I was waiting for something to happen. Oops, wrong way. I hope when I'm on a real train I don't get as turned around as I do on this one. Sometimes I'll just go up and down and look at people in the train and see what they're up to. This guy.
Excusez-moi.
Ah. When this child comes back from wherever it is he's going, we may be able to use that as an option. Because we've stashed the money. We need to stash the egg and then we need to stash the money again.
Je m'excuse.
So right now.
Excusez-moi, monsieur.
Oh, here comes the conductor. So the conductor is blocking his way so we can get in. There we go. Just like I said, it's just a little bit of waiting time. So let's grab this egg really fast here. And we're going to stash it. If we keep this egg in our...
Yes, be quiet, mademoiselle. I looked in about an hour ago. You were sleeping.
Thank you.
Have a good afternoon, mademoiselle.
Okay. This we've seen already. I'll play it again for those of you guys just coming into this episode.
Так это вы мне приснились. Не берите. Может быть, она у вас запоет.
Hi, Alex. Normally I have chat up on screen, but it's not possible with this game. So I missed your comment for a little bit. But hi, Alex. It's so good to see you. We're playing The Last Express. So
Just a minute.
He's gonna question how we got in there, and we just bluff him basically, and we saw that already. So now let's do some quick booking. Ooh, we have to beat the conductor. Oh, let us through here. Let us through, let us through, let us through, let us through, let us through. Oh,
the baggage car is off limits. Please return to the dining car.
Oh, crap. I'm thinking I might have to rewind even more to get through this part. It seems that we are a bit stuck. We're a bit stuck. Stuck. Sucks. Because the trick is waiting for the conductor to be gone at the same time. And I don't want to just stand in the hallway and wait for him. That's going to be a bit tedious on us. So let me rewind again. Timing is crucial in this game. So the concert started at 3. That should give us enough time with the minimum amount of waiting. So let's start this puzzle all the way over again from the top. What we've done is we found the briefcase. The concert is still going on. If we're lucky, we can do all this while the concert's going on. Let's see. Now we're going to ballsy it on out of here and walk right through the concert. We've done this already. I love this. They're like, he is taking off with my retirement funds. Look at this. I just love this part. She's like, I'm gonna kick your butt. Your butt is mine. And that's how you walk out with, that's how you do a robbery on the Orient Express, in case you were wondering. And then we're going to bump out here. And the conductor is going back. We're going to go back to our room here. I love following down the hall. All right, stop. And then we're going to head on here. And we're going to put the briefcase here. Now, we have to get Tatiana's egg. This should give us more than enough time to complete because... Okay, so he's getting up and moving. I don't know where he's going, but it doesn't matter. Okay, so he takes off. That gives us a minute to get in here. Ah, crap. This way. There we go. Okay, we're going to see that cutscene again. I'll skip through it. I know, Kahina is like... she has this face on Kyrian where she's just like, I'm gonna kick your... Alright, we'll skip past this. You can skip past cutscenes by pressing the right mouse button. Alright, we now have the egg. We have to just wait a minute because Tatiana's outside, and if she catches us with the egg, she will bee-slap us.
Just a minute. How did you get in there?
Shh. Monsieur Oblinsky is asleep. He mustn't be disturbed.
Yes, monsieur.
Yes, monsieur. He's so easy. Now we're back to where we were before.
When I'm home. The city's just too active for me. And dangerous, too. I don't suppose you were there last week when that bomb went off. Awful business. Really. Very
We'll listen to this while we wait for the
bodies
conductor.
strewn about and so on. Did you say you were going on to Odessa? The reason I ask is we happen to be looking for a representative in that part of the world. Preferably a bright young fellow with fluent English and Russian, such as yourself. Of course, I realize with your family background you've probably never considered a career in business. And of course, there's no question of you doing it for money. But after all, you are a member of the new generation. Be ashamed to bury yourself in the countryside, fiddling with agriculture and so on. Why, with your abilities, you could literally help build the modern Russia. Surely you'll agree that Russia must make connection with modern Europe in order to flourish and develop.
Excuse me.
Oh, must you go already? Oh well, do think about it.
This guy is very nosy. He came on the train in Munich. We still don't know who he is, but he's very nosy. We haven't had any opportunity to talk to him.
Excuse me, sir.
Pardon me.
And he'll get up and leave. I love the way he looks with his hat. So very English. And at this point, we're going to read the paper while we wait for the conductor to pass by. When the conductor passes by, we can then put the egg away. Finally put the money somewhere else that Kahina can't get her hot hands on it. And then this part of our journey will be complete. So, what is in the news today? Adding the newspaper was a great touch. One, it gives you things to do during the downtime, which is inevitable with this type of real-time game. And I think this might be a reason why this game wasn't really attempted again, is because a lot of people didn't understand the real-time aspect, and they didn't get that you have to sometimes just wait and find something to do or hang out for a couple minutes or whatever. People were still, even back then in 1997, they were very twitchy. You know what I mean? So, St. Petersburg rioting. A fiery Corsican witness. This is all true history. I think he's joking, Joe. Okay. I'm just wondering what we should read. Let's read about Serbia. It's so important to the storyline. We have some Serbians on the train who are very, they behave very suspiciously. King Peter's appeal to the Tsar. Grave decisions impending. The risk to Europe. A grave international crisis has been precipitated by the Austro-Hungarian ultimatum to Serbia. So this is important, the Austro-Hungarian note. There's probably an entire wiki page on this, of which the full text was published in the later editions of the Chronicle yesterday, is in substance a violent indictment of Serbia. This note was a key part to the start of World War I. The note makes the following principal demands. That the Serbian government give a formal assurance that it condemns Serb propaganda against the monarchy. 2. That a declaration expressing this condemnation be published on the front page of the Serbian official journal of Sunday next. That the declaration shall also express regret that Serbian officers and officials participated in the anti-Austrian propaganda. That the Serbian government promises to proceed again with the utmost rigor against all who may be guilty of such machinations, or maybe it's machinations, I believe. I'm not going to read all of these because they make a whole lot of demands. But basically they're like, first of all, and I'm going to make this very, very clear, y'all get on our nerves and we don't really dig what you're putting down. Second of all, and this is all real history. Second of all, I don't like how you look. I don't like how your sister looks. I don't like how your mama looks. In fact, I don't like how your whole family looks. And when you look in my direction, it's highly disturbing. Third of all, and then they signed it, and then they laid it on the desk of the Serbian royalty, the Serbian government, and they were like, these are our demands, that you do something about this because it's very unattractive and it's very difficult to have international relations, not interracial relations, international relations with people as fugly as you guys are. So first of all, get some soap. Second of all, that meeting, just so you want to, in case you don't have to go to history class or Wikipedia to learn that meeting did not go well. And Renee's like, 96th of all, I would like to say that whatever that is that you sporting right there, like what's that outfit? Like what is that? Like what you trying to say? Like you have some kind of statement you trying to make? Because that is very, very disturbing. 97th of all. They're getting a good kick out of that in chat. So basically they're talking here about this come on, the conductor needs to haul his butt. He needs to come pretty soon. But anyway, at St. Petersburg the impression is profound. They did not take well to this in Russia. And the Austro-Hungarian ultimatum did not go down well. And they went to dinner and they talked about it. And that the Serbian reply, by the way, the worst thing you can do when you can make demands is then make a time at which the other person has to respond to said demands. Because it just adds insult to injury. It's just like, first of all, you got to get some soap. You got to take care of business. And that smell that you're sporting, I don't know, what is that, like patchouli? That's nasty. Just stop that. All of that. And then say, and by the way, you have to comply to my demands. To this note, by 6 o'clock on Saturday evening at latest. And people be like, okay, first of all, that thing you said about my mother is, I do not appreciate that. Second of all, patchouli is my thing, and I don't appreciate that either. And third of all, I'm busy on Saturday, so I have things going on, so no. And then a war starts. If you wanted to know how World War I started, it started like that. That's history for you. International relations. Private Denning, 2nd Worcestershire Regiment, imagine you said that, who attempted to desert by dressing as a woman, awesome, was at Aldershot Police Court yesterday, handed over to an escort from his regiment. His female companion, who gave the name of Violet Denning, was, oh, I just heard the guy. I just heard the door. There he goes. Time to go. That's enough news for today, ladies and gents. We've learned some very important things, like how the Serbio-Hungarian, Austro-Hungarian War demand started, and how World War I was basically started over an argument about somebody's mother and patchouli. It's okay, babe. So the first time I played this game, I just do not. I walked up and down the entire train looking for a ball or a bone, so that I could finally, yay! Yay! We did it! And we can make it back before the conductor has anything to say to us. Yay! So now we can figure out what to do about that money. Uh-oh, did I just go backwards again? I hate this part. I always get turned around every single time. There we go. Every time I get turned around in there. Okay. Phew. That was tense. And look at this. See, this is where he ends up. Watch. Look. The good news is that he will block the view from you for getting into different people's rooms. Isn't he awesome? I love the little guy. And the conductor will be like, this is just ridiculous. But he doesn't just disappear. He does take off and head down the train. Watch this.
Good dog, good doggy. Good dog, good doggy.
So he's going to be gone for a while. I want to show you some of his sketches. He will sketch everybody on the train, as you can see. And as you can see, the last page when we looked at this last time, so he's made new sketches. So that's why I'm encouraging you to look at this as often as possible. Kahina has something in her hand. Look, there's a clue. There's a clue right there. Look at that. Look at this. Look at the child. That's Mahmoud. This is Russian Tsar. Look at that. Look what he said about the Tsar right there. So you see he has his opinions that he writes out in the Serbian contingent and his fellow conductor. So that's really worth looking at every time you get a chance to. So at this point, oops. Also, sometimes these women will poke their heads out. We've seen that. Whenever their heads are poked out is a good opportunity to sneak into someone's room as well too. Something that the developers did for us. So, yeah, this money. Before we do that, let's poke our heads out the window here because I'm still hoping to be able to catch what's his face in various nefarious deeds. Crap. Would you do something nefarious? Heather, you know, there's all kinds of Russian history in here. This game. There really is a lot of Russian history to learn in here. Like, I imagine that you, if you played this game, would love to read the paper because it's real news that was happening regarding Russia and the Tsar and their relations and Serbian relations. It's just, yeah. Yeah, that was, we just went out of the window. Okay, so the briefcase. Just a moment. I'm going to take a moment and try and remember what we need to do about the briefcase. I don't know if we can keep it here. Oh, I know what we need to do next. We have one more room we need to spy in. This means that we're going to have to stand outside of a certain person's compartment. Oops. August Schmidt is in compartment 3.
The merchandise has been loaded onto the train. I want to see the gold.
Well, we have it, so you can have it. Because we stole it. Because we're nefarious and no good.
Excuse me, Monsieur Whitney. This is not your compartment.
I know, I know. So, more waiting while we, because we have the master key to the entire train. So we can get into this compartment now. We just need to wait for someone to open a door. Or pass by. And in the meantime, we'll just, you know, the only thing I don't like is that I would have loved to, well, not don't like, but I was a little disappointed that you can't look at the countryside going by while we kind of wait to do nefarious deeds. And at some point, by the way, I'm going to read to you some of the things that you can do while we're reading here. We stashed the Firebird away because, there we go. Oh, crap. Do I have to have this? Oh, crap. I'm sorry. I didn't know I had to have that in my hand. Okay, save yourself some time. Let me go back just a little bit. There we go. Let's get you, turn like this, go like that. There we go. Woo! That's why the rewind feature is so cool and innovative. You can just go back a second and go back to the previous point, which happened in that way to be a minute ago. Okay, so we are now in Herr Schmidt's compartment. Very important. So let's first of all take a look at this. What do we have here? Ho, 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 ho. Cigars and a pistol. Herr Schmidt is not playing around, I take it. That's pretty cool, though. Look at his snake skin, because he's a bit of a snake himself. So let's see what he has in here. Pictures. Those are naughty pictures. You can barely see, but those are naughty pictures right there. What a creep master flash.
My dear Baron, since you have asked me to put pen to paper only if absolutely necessary, it is with the utmost discretion that I have right to inform you of a new development. Simply put, the agent in question, whom I shall not name, appears unable to pay the agreed upon sum.
Bonjour, monsieur.
All right, so basically this letter is talking to His Imperial Majesty. So on this train, we've discovered that Anna Wolf is a spy. The Serbians are up to no good. Kronos is a spy, or, well, he's spying for himself and his own needs and has a detective following us. I wonder if that detective is that same guy that came on the train in Munich. Ooh. Interesting. And now we've discovered that Herr Schmidt is a spy too. So basically everybody's spying on everybody else. Except for that conductor who was juggling his heads. He's just straight-laced guy. He's not spying on anybody. So there's a lot of people up to no good here. We can I can
compelled to cancel the transaction. I hope that you will consider that my decision was correct and that you will give me another chance to perform such a splendid service for our fatherland. Your loyal friend and servant, August Schmidt.
I think we're about to get caught in here because I just heard August outside the door. So before
there
we
you are, monsieur. Is everything all right?
Everything is fine. Thank you.
Oh, hey. And we just kind of sneak out behind him. Yo, what's up? Phew. Okay, so we've spied on Herr Schmidt and found out that he's a spy. We spied on everybody and found out we spied on everybody and found out they were spies.
I guess this means His Excellency would like to see me. You know, he really has a way of making people feel wanted. Is this how he persuaded Miss Wolf to join him in a duet?
You talk a great deal for a man who knows so little.
Tell him
Hands up. Hi, Hi, Adana. Okay, so I think that means she got our gold back, which is a bad thing. No, it's still there. Man, is she stupid. Oh, crap. Hey, Mr. Jessa, if you're listening, there's a spider in here. It's like a Volkswagen bus size. Can you come in here and kill it? He probably can't hear me. He's not paying any attention. Okay, so, everybody's coming back from the concert, so if we don't go to him, he's gonna kill us. So let's go back. I was going in the wrong direction. I apologize. The trick is I'm not sure where we're gonna put that gold, but let's go talk to him, because if we don't, he's gonna pop us one, as they say. Kahina.
Oh dear, I see that you have brought neither the briefcase nor my Firebird. This game has gone on long enough.
Oops. Oopsie. That is just inhospitable. I am very, very unhappy. That's wrong on so many. You know, I think that we have been seriously mistreated. I think we're going to take our offended butts off this train right now. Right now, because I'm very unhappy. Okay. Kayla said, wow, that was a nice nap that pushed us back in time. Or as Mothering puts it very succinctly, we caught again. I agree. Okay, so we're going to skip this.
I guess this means His Excellency would like to see me. You know, he really has a way of making people feel wanted. Is this how he persuaded Miss Wolf to join him in a duet?
You talk a great deal for a man who knows so little.
Tell him I'll be there.
Okay, so we have a problem. And let's just talk about this a minute, because if we don't show up in like the next 5 minutes, he'll just come over. She'll just come over and pop us right in the middle of the train. Shouldn't care. They'll just mop up the blood, throw the body off, just like we did. Don't care. So exactly, Renee. I mean, look at this. I am very offended. Look at that face. That is a face that is simply awash in offensiveness. Offendedness. I'm sorry, boo. Okay, so, there we go. You know, it's interesting that when people ask me what I do for a living and I tell them, for some odd reason, they don't believe me. I don't know. I say, well, I put on my pajamas, I turn on my webcam and I go live and I talk to stuffed animals and play games. And they go, what? And I go, what's your problem? Can you not hear me? What'd I just say? And then I go, I am very offended. I do not appreciate this and how I am being treated. Let's go. So Joe is saying that we need to show the German the gold. And so that's the whole trick. So now that he's back, let's go knock on his door, take our gold, go knock on his door, show him the gold, and then give it back to Kronos. So we're basically going to play everybody. We'll give it to him later, but we're going to show it now. So Joe is correct. We're going to show him the gold. So let's go in here. Let's go back a little bit. So we did this. And unfortunately, we're going to have to, yeah, oops. So we don't really need to go in here again. We already saw everything. We saw that he has naughty pictures. You know, we saw that he's Creep Master Flash, so there's really no need to. So let's pick up the gold here. Like so. It's now in our inventory here. Let's turn around. Joe is saying, Joe is saying that I should just tell them I'm in entertainment because they won't believe me otherwise. They really won't. And I'm like, it's a very good profession, my profession, and people enjoy it very much. And I've worked very, very hard at it. Right? Right.
Bonjour, madame.
Okay, so here she comes back. Here come the two ladies back from the thing. So what we're gonna do is we need to be in
Pardonnez-moi, monsieur.
that's not where I want to go. I want to go here. So this is everybody coming back for the concert, and we're just standing here with a briefcase looking all like, you know, whatever. Hey baby, what's going on? What's your number? You look very, very beautiful today. Okay, sorry. And he comes back, and here comes Herr Schmidt, and we're going to wait till he goes into his compartment, and then we're going to, hey beautiful.
Herr Schmidt?
Not here. Come to my compartment.
I love the way he says that. So he's not going to his compartment, so where's he going? I bet he's going to talk to Anna Wolf. I bet he is. Yeah.
Je vous assure, madame, c'est rien du tout. C'est un plaisir de vous ouvrir la porte. Excusez-moi, monsieur.
Excuse me. Entschuldigung.
So he's going to talk to Anna Wolf. I think.
Fräulein
Yeah.
Wolf. Wundervoll. Wunderbar.
Oh, thank you.
Excusez-moi,
Will you
madame.
join me in a glass of champagne?
You're kind.
Don't drink it, it's
I'm
drunk.
a little tired just now. Thank you.
Then how about dinner?
Did you see that? Did you see that Coldplay? She was like, I am a little tired right now. Slam. Okay, so he's gonna go back to his compartment.
Conductor, would you unlock my compartment, please?
That was cold-blooded. That was awesome.
There you are, monsieur. Is everything all right?
Everything is fine. Thank you.
So here we go, and let's show him the gold, and then let's get it back.
Mr. Whitney, I was wondering if you would come. Ah, yes, yes.
Not so fast, Herr Schmidt. We're not in Belgrade yet.
Played cold turkey. Now we need to take. Oh, here comes trouble. How you doing? Hi, I was just going down your way. I just wanted to see what this briefcase was. Hello.
I guess this means His Excellency would like to see me. You know, he really has a way of making people feel wanted.
This
is
is
how
getting
he persuaded
tiring.
Miss Wolf to join him in a duet.
You talk a great deal for a man who knows so little.
Tell him I'll be there.
I love it. Me and Nan took her like.
Doctor, would you lock my door, please?
Oh crap.
My friend. It's a miracle. You have paid for our guns.
Now, wait a minute.
Now I understand you. You say you don't help us, but then you help. You're like a Slav. You are one of us.
Wait, what?
Yes, monsieur.
Okay, so now the Serbians love us. Herr Schmidt loves us. So I imagine that Herr Schmidt left his compartment and went to talk to the Serbians, because that's how they found out. So that's what I mean about the characters do different things. Kahina. Kahina is a nice name. I might use it for a character one day.
Disappointed. I would have gladly let you keep this gold. If only you had seen fit to bring me the other. It would have saved us so much time.
Maybe.
What is it you want, Mr. Whitney?
Tyler Whitney is dead. I want to know who killed him and why.
You are on your way to Jerusalem, are you not?
How did you know that?
Knowledge is more precious than gold and rarer than rubies. If knowledge is the coin in which you wish to be paid, I could tell you many things about yourself And that ring you wear, for example. But the question you ask, that question I cannot answer.
Then I'll be on my way.
Not yet. I'm afraid you owe me some slight favor for having helped yourself to my luggage. That scarf in his breast pocket. Get it, please. Yes. Thank you, Mr. Cath. I shall keep it as a souvenir until our next encounter.
Huh. Well, you know, some people are pretty rude.
Bonjour, monsieur.
Yeah, bonjour, bonjour. Now I don't have any gold and I have nothing but this egg and a whole lot of questions, and we still don't know who killed Tyler Whitney. But that's okay, because this game is awesome. So first of all, you guys, let me know how you guys are going. Yeah, and you know what? I don't think he gave that coin back, so the German got...
Le train arrivera à Vienne dans 1 heure. Vienne.
So, I love how they pass by you like that.
Messieurs et mesdames les voyageurs, le train arrivera à Vienne dans 1 heure. Vienne.
So I'm going to stop here for a moment. We're going to continue on till Vienna, and then we will stop the Let's Play. We'll have one more Friday of this game, because it should come to a head. Like I said, after you hit Budapest, the story flies, as it were. Nobody likes Herr Schmidt. We're all like, nobody is Team Schmidt. Absolutely nobody. So we've now accomplished that. August thinks he's getting that money. Kronos has his money. Kronos gets to Vienna and he gets off the train. So the Serbs now think we're on their side. We still don't know who's killed Tyler Whitney, our best friend. Well, sort of. So, and there are a lot of wrong moves you can make here, and I'll let you know. I want you to find them out on yourselves, but I'll give you kind of some guidance. You have the Firebird in your hand for a while there. There are people that you can offer it to and perhaps maybe ease their stress. So you can do that. Try offering it to different passengers. The briefcase can also be offered to different passengers as well too, I believe. So go ahead and try that as well too. Also, if you do not find a way to take care of the Firebird in the way that we did, different things happen to it as well too. So the game is as much about the interesting fail states. It's definitely not a game about winning or beating. It's a game about trying all the different stories. It's the perfect what would happen if we tried this game. There's lots of different ways to do it. And so the replayability on this one is excellent. The story always ends the same, but the different ways you can play it out, the different things that you can see and not see, depending on how you do it. And something that happens early on in the game can play a real part in Act 2 or 3 of the game. Let's go here and talk to our Serbian friend and see if he can give us more information. There goes that guy going up train.
Why do people steal things?
Oh, she has discovered. Miss Wolf said, "Why do people steal things?"
Pardon me.
And she was crying. So, I just missed their compartment. Oh no. Tatiana is telling Anna that her golden Firebird is gone.
Sperr uns doch bitte die Tür zu, während ich weg bin.
Whole bunch of stuff happening here.
Pardon me?
Let's take a moment though to
Come in. It's good
do
you're
this.
here. We have many plans to make.
Your plans are your business. I want to talk about Tyler. I want to know who you think killed him.
Sit down. Let's have a drink. I will tell you. When we left Paris, I feel there was something wrong with the Tyler. To me, he says nothing, but he was like a frightened man. Always looking over his shoulder.
That's not like Tyler. I thought there was something wrong in his letter.
I tell you, he was afraid of something. There was a shadow on him. When I look into his eyes, they're the eyes of death.
There were marks on his face. 3 lines, like a knife.
It was none of my men. I love Tyler like he was my brother. If I find out who killed him, I will tear him apart with my own hands. Drink.
It's a little early in the day for that. I'll see you later, Milos. Why don't you come in? You'll be able to hear better.
Sizzle.
Danke, Jacques.
Je vous en prie, madame.
Okay. So, Milos does not know who killed Tyler. Kronos does not know who killed Tyler. We don't know who killed Tyler, and nobody else is telling. So let's just say, hold on. Do you know who killed Tyler? No? Then what are you looking at? All right, let's head on here. We saw that George man going to the front. We saw Anna going to the front. So let's see what's going on in the front of the train. Okay. Enjoying a paper. Enjoying a burnt, cold heart.
Me. Excuse me. I couldn't help noticing you're by yourself. Mind if I join you? Please. Normally one doesn't go about introducing oneself to complete strangers, but we lone travellers are a sort of fellowship, aren't we? George Abbott, Empire Chemicals.
My name is August Schmidt.
Not the August Schmidt. The rising young industrialist? A.B. Schmidt & Co., munitions, transport, artillery? One of the stars of the new German industry? I must say, I'm very pleased to meet you.
You embarrass me, sir. It is true, we do quite a bit of business in England.
Yes, wasn't it your firm that just shipped, I believe it was 40,000 rifles and 1 million cartridges into Ulster?
No, that was not us.
Oh well. I must be thinking of a different German firm. One of your competitors, perhaps. Whoever it is, they must be feeling rather disappointed. It doesn't look like we're in for a civil war after all. Not this week, anyway.
Oh, these troubles in Ireland. It is unfortunate.
Yes, it's awful. But really, sir, I must congratulate you. The recent industrial growth in Germany, most impressive.
Really?
Oh, yes. Our English businessmen could stand to learn a few things from entrepreneurs like yourself. All this political posturing aside, I really feel we're witnessing the birth of a new Europe, where business is the true international language. And the Orient Express, really quite remarkable if you stop to think about it. Here we are, we've just crossed from Germany into Austria, and not so much as a customs check to let you know we've crossed the border. Now that's the new Europe. Another year or two and frontiers will be a mere formality, a relic of the past. We'll be able to travel from England to Germany as easily as going from one end of London to the other.
You would not believe sometimes the troubles I have to explain to my people. I need to keep up with what is happening abroad, to act quickly when the opportunity presents.
Oh, I assure you, half the time, Home Office thinks I'm just travelling on a lark. Old-fashioned attitude, of course.
Yeah, still I do find myself sometimes quite tired in the evening. Mein Vater...
Okay, so we will leave them to that. Those are two. That's now the one thing we learned from that is that man's name who came on in Munich is named George Abbott. He says he's with some sort of firm in England, but I highly doubt that. We also saw Anna go towards the front of the train, but she's not here. I wonder where she could be. The conductor isn't here. Let's find out where she is. Oh, you know what? There's a room right here. A baggage room. Poor Max. The munitions.
I believe you have my key. Could I have it back, please?
That's enough guns for the day. Tell me, when you killed Tyler, was that part of the job, or was that your own idea?
I don't know what you mean.
You don't know you work for the Austrian secret police? Or you don't know you killed Tyler?
But I didn't kill him.
They sent you to break up Tyler's arms deal. You killed him and you stole the gold egg he was carrying.
I didn't. It wasn't me. I've never killed anyone. I swear it. I'd met Tyler Whitney once in New York. I recognized him at the station. Once we were moving, I came and knocked. The door was open, so I let myself in. And there was blood all over.
The egg!
It was sitting on the table by the window. I took it, but I didn't kill him. The first time I saw you calling yourself Tyler Whitney, I thought you killed him.
Anna, look out!
Okay, so we're gonna stop right there. Because we're gonna end the episode on that thrilling note. And when we come back next week, we're gonna find out what happened to Robert Cath and Anna Schmidt. No, wait, not Anna Schmidt. Anna. Well, anyway, Anna, you just saw there, and also that woman, no good. I knew she was up to no good. I knew she was. All right, so there we go. And for those of you watching on YouTube, I'm going to do an unusual outro, but I do want to do one for those of you watching on YouTube. I want to thank you so much for joining me. And for those of you in the live stream, hang out with me. Don't leave me. But for those of you watching on YouTube later on, we will be back in the next episode with the final finale of The Last Express. Should be take one or possibly two more episodes, but I think just one. To finish up The Last Express. And if you'd like to join us for live streams, there's a link in the description below. If you loved what you saw, please hit the thumbs up button below. And if you super loved it, join the party and subscribe. And if you're Jordan Mechner and happen to be watching this, man, I love this game. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And to those of you on YouTube, thanks as always for watching. Okay, so, all right, so for the rest of you guys here in chat, I want to say thank you. I'm going to end with as usual, with a song, with some music, I should say. Not a song like I'm going to sing, but, you know, some music. And, I will see you guys all dance like, Jessa! Could you end? Yay. Thank you, Renee. Thank you so much. Yes. And also, if you would like to join us, I will be in Patreon for a little while doing an after party if you guys want to join me. And then I'm going to be working a little bit on the channel, and then I'm going to be playing Divinity Original Sin 2. Yay! Next week, I'm going to try to fit in a stream to finish A Case of Distrust. Well, actually, you know what? I lie. I just remembered we're having guests coming next week. Tuesday through Friday. So I will see you again on Friday. I don't think I'll be able to do an extra stream, unfortunately. Unless my guests want to watch me stream. Maybe they do. Who knows? Then I'll do one. In any case, thank you so much for coming, Joe. Thank you, Renee. Thank you, Motherin. Thank you, Kirian. Thank you, Clayton. Thank you, Dent. Who else did I see in here throughout the night? I saw, Kayla. Hi, Kayla. And I saw, a bunch of people. I saw Heather popping in and out. I saw Jasmine. Saying goodbye to all of you guys, you lovely people. And Joe. Psychic Joe, who plays games with the power of her mind. She knows what's going to happen. I don't know how she does it. Morgan, thank you, Morgan, by the way, for modding for me today. I appreciate that. And let me know when you're ready to respond to my message on Discord. That'd be great. And then, I saw Donna in here. Saw a bunch of other people. Yeah, I see you, Adana. Hi, Adana. Yep, that calendar is really helpful, and I also put impromptu streams on it. Well, unless I forget, like I forgot with the last two, but normally I do. But oh, you did good, Clayton. Thanks, Morgwin. So yeah, if you are a member of Discord, head on over. If you're not, go and grab your mascot on Patreon. One of the somebody just put the link in, and I will see you next Friday, and we'll be finishing The Last Express. And then, you guys, I have good news to share. My channel's coming up on 10,000 subscribers. It'll take me a while to get there, but it's getting there, just past 9,000. And my channel's always been, I felt, too small to ask for keys from AAA developers. So, you know, most indie developers will give me a key, no problem. A lot of time I get sent keys without even asking. But I decided, I had the good old games version of Divinity Original Sin 2, and it's pretty pricey, and I wanted the Steam version. And so it's about $45 for that. So, hey, if you guys ever doubted as to whether Morgwin would be a good mod, you have just learned that Morgwin would be an excellent mod. In any case, but I decided to go to Larian and ask them for a Steam key for the game. Because I felt it would be better. There's some mods available on Steam that are not available for the GOG version, first of all. That's one of the reasons. So I went to them and I sent my usual key request letter, and to my utter amazement, they sent me a key. So we are going to begin playing Divinity Original Sin 2 right after The Last Express. If you're not clear on what this game is, it's a fantastic game. Oh, it's a fantastic game. And I'm going to be role-playing as a character called Shelbin. I'll put this in chat so you guys can see it. If I still have that window open, which I don't. I don't have it. Here it is. Shelbin Riley Cat is his name. And he is a scholar. And his sort of summation of his character is very simple. His character is summed up as curiosity killed the cat. So he's a very curious character. He's a scholar and a librarian who finds his life turned upside down when the magisters who have always protected him suddenly turn on him. And he ends up... Well, we'll find out where he ends up. Because we're going to be playing the first part of Divinity Original Sin 2. It's a very, very long game, so we won't play the whole thing, I don't think. But we will play through the Fort Joy aspect of it, and probably Act 1 would be my guess. If we played through the whole game, we would literally be playing it every Friday for a year. I do not exaggerate that. It is a very long game. So we're going to get a taste of it, and since there's so many other games waiting in the queue to be played, I don't want to spend every single Friday on that. But it's going to be really, really interesting. So I hope that you guys will be able to join me for that. I'm going to say goodnight to you and goodbye to you from Nantuk. And thank you from the bottom of my heart for cheering me up, especially since I had kind of a terrible start to the day. And a lot of tech gremlins and all that kind of crap, but I feel much better now. Thank you so much. And let's put on some music. Let's do this. Let's put on some tunes. Good night to all of you. I'll see some of you in Discord, and join us in the after party if you would like to. Grab your mascot if you are not yet part of Discord. I would love to see you there. Discord is a lot of fun. And I will see you later.